you get your sniper, and then you try and control their sniper as quickly as possible. But we're right into the action now, and we have coded FPS already in the enemy underground. And oh, nice little jump. Also one of my favorite little things there. Like a nice little cheeky OE here. And able to take down the enemy sniper just like that and take some massive space here. Now, I would like to see Coded kind of staying over there on hut side because this kind of thing can happen like immediately. But if he's able to get himself past the halfway line there, it's still relatively promising because there are still 3 players on his team that can profit from the position of that flag. It just doesn't look like it's going to be this one here, as Ketos is just trying to be a nuisance now and not give away that sniper for free.
Yeah, but I mean, Ketos will end up going down, and the sniper is going to drop on the ground. It will be picked up here by Coded. Coded, though, going to drop as well. The shot from Brickshaw going to come through, and that is going to allow the transition up back towards top mid here, as the shots will go down. They're going to spot another player out as well over toward the plasmas here. There's going to be 2 players here, though, and jump and try not to fall off the map in the process. You know, I've definitely been guilty of that a couple times, because you realize, oh, there's actually a gap there, and yeah, mind the gap. As the push is going to come up, though, it's going to be 3 dead for Dazed. 3 players are going to fall, and that means Flippers should have a good chance to push up here, but the spawns are in the back, and we're going to see here if they recognize that, and if they're going to get the cutoffs here, because another wave of kills should be a flagpole.
Yeah, absolutely, but 3 strong in impact base here, and Brickshaw now just playing their life quite well, allowing his team to kind of take up space before he re-aggresses with full shields, and risky cross there, but does get to the overshield. 3 players still up for Dazed Clan, so there's fights yet to come, but with that overshield popped into his chest, Brickshaw will look to hopefully be the key to getting that flag off that pedestal and towards the underpass.
Yeah, but we're going to see, I mean, Coded going to be playing defense here, knows a player's nearby. There's going to be 2, 1 just jumping right over him, it looks like, and the BR is going to be out, trying to get the kill here. Somebody's going to get this eventually, as Apex is going to run out of bullets, but will get that reload. In the meantime, Stress Nil has gotten away with that flag, and you're going to see Apex trying to cover with that sniper up top as well here. We're going to see Ketos, though, going to pull the other side, so both flags are currently out. Little Criminals is going to fall. I think Ketos was the last player up on the map because Coda should have come off of spawn, so...
Oh, there's 2. They're still fighting.
Yeah, but the red flag is back, so only 1 flag is out. Yeah, 1 flag has gone down. Stressed is going to be trying to run this through underground. Is going to be chased. Apex is going to be here for the cover, and it's going to find that kill on a Rasta, and this should, I believe, be a flag cap here. I don't think anyone's going to pick this off in time. And there you go. Stressed is going to pop in the first flag of the night, and it's going to be 1-0 to Flippers down.
Absolutely. He may be stressed, but I am impressed right now. Great flag run altogether. Also, quick shout out to Brickshaw, who has quietly gone 10-1 in this map so far. So very impressive stuff here in our mixed contender game. And yeah, we're seeing all kinds of play.
Yeah, we are going to see it as things are going down right now. As you're going to see Rasta is going to be pushing forward here in the spot. Shots will be coming through as the OS, you know, coming up in about 7 seconds. We're going to see players back and forth trying to just play for this. Rasta looking to push forward for this. And I think it's going to get... No, it's actually going to eat him. Did he take a sniper shot from behind? I think that was from behind him.
Yeah, like, you know, it could have maybe possibly have been a friendly one, but I'm not quite sure. No, it was Stress Nil with that sniper who was able to make the difference. So, yeah. Oh, great shot into the back base. Guido's down. But the spawns are so thick here. Like, it's just all about the timing of your kills, but that was a ridiculous stick. Some would say perhaps maybe a little lucky, but got it all the same. And, you know, rather be lucky than good.
Yeah, and I honestly thought that the flag was just chucked off the edge of the cliff there, but that's not the case. It was actually picked up, and Brickshaw is going to be running this back. Ito's trying to be there for the defense at the end, but is not going to succeed. Brought both players pretty weak, to be honest, but not enough for the kill here. As we're going to see players going forward a little bit, the blue flag is out once again here.
Yeah. We're just watching now as Apex, just getting a nice kill there into Hell, and you know, Dazed now are kind of in misery. They're kind of completely all jammed up here in their own base, and this is kind of fantastic. Kind of wow, that's the third flag went already. My goodness. Counter position, it would be very difficult to kind of get in. But thanks for hanging on with us as we did have a crash going in. But we are now live with the action as the opening exchanges seem to fall the way of Flippers down. But here is Ketos with the camo, and will hope to kind of bring things back in his team's favor.
Yep, and you're going to see the camo as well picked up by Ketos early here, so you will have that power up available, and is going to be taking fire there from P2. As we're going to see the shock rifle is going to be hands of Apex here, so you know power ups kind of traded here on both sides for the time being. So we're going to see where they end up going here off the rip, and it will be, you know, Ketos does have that expired camo now, got away barely with their life. Let's see, Stress will actually get picked from behind here, not gonna go down. You're waiting for the grenade, and actually that was so close to perfect timing, unbelievably close there.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, this kind of, it's very tentative kind of control here, kind of proto control that Flippers down are trying to make their way towards a nice little gold setup. But down goes Strong Arm, and Ketos really putting up some work here as Brickshaw, hot off the heels of a 12 and 4 on Forbidden, 3 and 2 off the rip here, and Captain Strestonil just got 3 and 1 as well, lead or like for their side.
Yeah, but you will see. I mean, that is going to be 7-7. We're tied up here as Flippers down is going to surge into the back of the turbine. They will find the one player that was hiding back there that was coded. Coded will go down. Brickshot taking shots from up close, and Keto's going to find that one, but I don't know if Keto's will be ready for the players around the corner, but Rasta sure is as the shots come in from across the map, and Coded is going to pick up that power up as well. So Dazed 2 for 2 on camo so far. Good power up control has been set up by this team. And now they just got to convert that into a lead. They have a 1-point lead right now, so you know, maybe not the most effective use of the camo so far, but you'd like to see them now put it to good work.
Yeah, and good shout there from Coded to get the first couple of shots in on that fight. Good use of the camo there. Will want to get out of back C here now. May want to try and get this kill onto Brickshaw, but Brickshaw just taking his time and waiting out that camo, and able to get out with a trade there is pretty good value. 2v2 on the map now, and if you are Apex, you should perhaps consider living for just a moment as your team are on their way.
Yep, you will see. I mean, Apex is just trying to lay down fire here right now. Try to be a suppressing, but Strong Arm is going to go in, and Strong Arm is going to fall again. Trades out, though, with Little Criminals. So that is going to still be a 2-point lead here for Dazed. As Flippers down is going to regroup here. They're going to be making their way back towards the Whirlpool. And you will see Rasta down below is not going to win that gunfight either. So, you know, Apex is going to get out and get out towards the ramp. Barely staying alive here.
He's live.
And I think, yeah, will live. The shields are red. It doesn't matter. He's going to stay alive. He's going to start exchanging fire with Coded. Coded going to bring Apex down very low, and Apex going to be forced to fall back once again here. But right now, it's still a 2-point lead, so Dazed Clan is holding on to this lead that they've built for themselves. But, you know, it's only 2 points. 2 points can evaporate really quick.
Oh, absolutely. And we are in the very early days of this Slayer match here. So I say that it's 4 minutes gone already and we haven't hit 20. So, you know, a good measured game from these two at the moment. No real kind of 4 down scenarios here yet. I mean, there's seems to have just been like, you know, at least one player on the enemy team living and getting their team some okay spawns. So, you know, good job for Flippers down at the moment to kind of hang on in there with some, or up against like Little Criminals and Ketos there, both on 7 kills off the rip here. Yeah,
we are going to see here. I mean, Little Criminals is now going to be up to 8 here. as the lead's been doubled out since the last time I talked. It's now up to 5 points actually. As well, Strong Arm and Coded both going for swings, both sides missing.
Traded.
And I think they just traded each other out too. So, you know, everything's in sync. They both miss the melees at the same time. They both get a bullet in each other's heads at the same time. You know, it's all kind of linked together right now so far. As you know, Strong Arm goes right back to taking shots across the map at Little Criminals here. It has been stretched out to a 6-point lead. So Dazed, you know, after losing that first map where the slaying power on their side really didn't come out, they are swinging back in full force here.
Absolutely. And you know, it's as is always said, you know what I mean, like slayers and objective slayers are different, like, you know, can be quite different. You know, you might have a player who is extremely efficient on working around an objective and using it to you know, find like picks, like, and also then you have your players in Slayer who, when they just have the, you know, am I alive or am I dead kind of situation ongoing, then they're able to really show up. You know, they play their lives a lot more efficiently and are able to show up, and that's what we're seeing here so far, as Kidos is just saying to Brickshaw, you know, hold my beer. 12-4 as well himself here now on this map.
Yep, no, definitely becoming the standout player for the map for the side right now, and is basically that entire lead for the team in one player. It's now up to 7 here. Camo, I think, has been picked up, or it was burned. I believe it was one of the players from Flippers Down that's dead on the ground here, as the lead extended now to 9 kills here. Strong Arm trying to stay alive, but is going to take fire from all directions. Little Criminals will get shot out of the air as well. It's like a skeet shooting going on here, as Apex finds 2, getting both Criminals and Kidos, so shutting down the top players of the roster right now for Dazed. As you can see, I mean, Flippers Down, you're slowly beginning to run out of time here to make this comeback into this game, because Dazed, you know, up to 35 kills, are approaching that 45 mark. The 40 mark. You got to get a little bit worried here, and there's going to be a close point blank. As eventually they'll finish this kill, and no, it gets. Was that a trade? I think it was a trade, or somebody shot at the long range. Should have had that cleanly and didn't. But at the end of the day, Dazed still going to be up by 7 kills here, and they are rapidly approaching 40.
Yeah, and I think what we saw there when there was kind of that 4 down kind of situation was a bit too much aggression and loss of map control. You know, if you have that top gold under your control, you kind of want to hold on to it for your dear life. You know, when your team is falling down around you, it will allow you more opportunities to trade out your teammates, and just maybe just a little bit too aggressive on pushing down there. Sorry, the weird spectator glitch there from Kidos with the zoom ins there, but yeah, things are kind of wrapping up now. 42-35, and this is the kind of last chance to do now for Flippers Down to get control of this match.
I mean, you're gonna have to make a move, and you're gonna have to look for a 4 down somewhere along here right now. I mean, Flippers Down, you can't really trade out 1 for 1 anymore. It's just not reaching. It's reaching a point in the game where you just can't do that, right? You're trying to make sure that you're working around it. That's gonna be a nice set of shots. Brickshaw might be single-handedly trying to turn things around. That's 2 perfects there for the double kill. Trying to make it 3, won't succeed in doing so and will fall. And again, I mean, the gap has been lowered to 5, but they're running out of time. 44 only need 6 more kills on the side of Dazed right now to close this one out. We're gonna see whether or not Flippers Down can do it. Did he just stick his teammate? He just stuck his teammate, I think,
hey,
and
his teammate.
Okay, there's a few things that went on there.
Fine.
The teammate did die, so technically not his fault. Technically not his fault.
Yeah.
Not on him.
It's one of those. Yeah, you know, you were dead anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, you were gonna die. It was all right. Nothing out of the ordinary there. But yeah, a little more self-nading than you probably like to be going on here between the team. You know, it's absolute carnage, right? But it's gonna be 49-40, and I think Dazed it's just a formality here. 1 more kill is all you're gonna need, unless there's a comeback. And to be fair, we did see something last week where it was like 49-41, and the team came back to like 48-50. So it's a little bit concerning here that we're seeing this now, because now it's 42-49. The kills are all going the way of Flippers Down here.
Oh, this has to be.
I don't want to say I jinxed it.
There's so many of them around here.
Oh, we might have. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, I don't
Yeah.
want to be that
We've
person.
seen some fantastic plays here in recent months with it. You know, can definitely stand to the value of the camo on the other side of it.
Yep, no, absolutely. And then, yeah, I mean, we'll have to see, but we are going to be in here. We're going to be tied 1-1 for those of you who are just joining us. It is Flippers down. It is Dazed right now, as we are going to be ready and set to go in the Contender Mixed division. And right off the rip, we'll see Dazed securing that BC cap alongside, you know, the quantum translocator side of the map here, forcing these spawns in towards A. But it looks like Ketos and Co are just going to push their way forward. That's a nice nade kill. I don't think he's aware that there's a second player behind the pillar here, as Ketos are just going on a run, you know, just chasing down all these players here, as Apex just going to hop onto B here after getting, you know, shot in the butt a few too many times and will end up falling. So, you know, all the zones are in flux right now, actually. And at the end of the day, Flippers down is going to come away. Oh, no, I thought it was going to be 2, but it's only 1.
Oh, no. Yeah. Efficiency. Shio, efficiency. We're not seeing it. We saw that, like, you know, they had a decent all-4 down situation there. They had a lot of control on the map, and they weren't able to really convert it. And off the back of the most recent fights now, it looks like C is going to be going back the way of Dazed Clan, and A along with it, with some great work. I think it had to have been from Little Criminals to just get it on his own there. There are B spawns, which is always the danger, but we already see Dazed Clan rotating to B, and that's where you want to be, right? You know, the map pivots around the B stronghold here, and, you know, whoever's in control of it has a massive advantage.
Yep, we are going to see his shots continue to just fly out here, and it is going to be Flippers down here taking the lead now, as we will see A-B hold is coming in right now, and it doesn't look like Dazed can really get anywhere near this for the time being, as you will see the first push. It will be Rasta, but Little Criminals will get shut down. Rasta's going to be flanked out from the bridge as well, and is going to fall, so that is going to be Flippers, you know, taking C here. It looks like Dazed will have A still on their side, so there will be some points being scored, but they will clear out. I'm pretty sure somebody just flanked around the outside, and camo coming up in 3 seconds means that somebody has to be looking at that, and that player is going to be Stressed Nil, who will pick up the kill and will pick up the camo as well, and I think he's going to get out pretty scot-free with this. They're trying to find him. They're trying to look for him, and somehow he gets out of this. I don't know how. Gets 1. I don't know how. Just, you know, walks between 3 players somehow and is able to pick that one up, but we'll have Little Criminals hopping on towards B. Yeah, nobody saw him. He was jumping around in the middle of 2 players, and nobody could see him.
Yeah, like, what's called? It is very difficult to see players with camo, in fairness. But, you know, we have seen just a lot of fantastic eagle-eye plays here, and maybe we've been spoiled on HRL with those. But, you know, here he was able to use camo to his advantage and just walls right out of trouble there on Turbine. Gotta say again, by the way, Brickshaw 12-5, 12-6 now. Like,
yeah, I mean, Brickshaw just, you know, opening up with quite a few on the side of Flippers down here, and, you know, Flippers down up to a 70-point lead here, but does look like A is going to be flipped, or actually was here. But Coda's going to be the last player alive. That's 4 dead for Dazed. All players go down. C is going to be capped here in favor of Flippers down. And Little Criminals making the correct decision here to wait for the team. Wait to start hitting. Because you know that there's going to be other players there ready and waiting for you. And there are going to be in the trip cap scenario here. So trying to get out of it. Stress, though, will come up on the flank. Picks up a double kill here. And that is going to result in, you know, well, they got 1 player here. Is going to be on towards C. Is going to be smacking each other. And they will trade out, but it will be reset. Flippers down, continuing to hold this trip cap is going to spell a lot of trouble here for Dazed. There is a lot of time that they need to come back on, because now it's a 130-point lead.
Yeah, pretty resounding lead here from Flippers down. Definitely cracking back. And, you know, as we were saying, Brickshaw now again, who, I mean, didn't have a bad recharge, but definitely showing kind of a bit more of slaying prowess here on this objective game type. So, you know, some fantastic work from them, and getting his toes onto C is that little bit of a distraction. You can feel that A has to be kind of somewhat contested here, but Rasta Monkey, actually, they're collapsing onto C, onto Brickshaw, and, you know, C going into the hands of Dazed Clan, they're really up against it now. I don't know, like you're gonna have to be rotating quite heavily at the moment to outdo the slaying differential, which is something you wouldn't have thought you'd hear after the very strong Slayer performance they had.
Yep, and you will see, I mean, Stressed is going to have that camo as well and is going to be popping. There goes Rasta. Is going to fall down, and B will be picked up as well. But A is going over to the side of Dazed here. Will Criminals got to hold the line against 2 players and is going to get immediately overwhelmed and taken out. So that does mean AB will stay on the side of Flippers Down here. And, you know, Flippers Down approaching the 200-point mark right now. And this is looking overwhelmingly in favor of the side of Flippers Down here. Dazed looking for a way to recover, and I mean, right now it's just not happening across the board. They're just struggling to get in on towards these points to get some time really anywhere. And this might be the chance that things start off with. They're going to hop on towards B, but as I say that, they are losing C, and that is not too good.
Yeah, and Brickshaw able to get that kill there is kind of perhaps the death knell here for Flippers Down on this map, or sorry, for Dazed Clan on this map. So yeah, you know, it'll take a Herculean effort now to come back from 180 points down. You're going to need some perfect halo.
Yep, we are going to be looking here as, yeah, I mean, Stress is going to be continuing forward, but B is getting flipped right now, but C will get hopped on here by Ketos, so trying to figure out where they can pull them, in which direction, but this will send Flippers Down over towards A. And if you're Dazed, you got to rotate to B here basically as fast as possible because you are going to lose that. You're going to see this one player back in the corner, and Keto's going to take a lot of fire in the back here, trying to get behind this player, and we'll get the back smack on towards Apex. So BC going to Dazed, and you know, you can only afford to give 33 more seconds of time here before Flippers Down can win this. As Keto's, that's your own nade. Back it up, back it up. No one saw that. Nobody saw anything at all. And wait. Oh, I forgot there's nades there now. Yeah, there's nades. I was like, where's the nades? Oh yeah, there's nades right there. And oh my god, Ketos is going. Okay, so Ketos single-handedly is trying to put the team on the back and just carry them forward. And it seems to be if Ketos had that no scope, I would have lost my mind.
To get that one though. And Brickshaw here now, hurt around back, just about got some shields back, but was taken down by Ketos there. And yeah, Apex hopefully they're now making it like less weird, but is naded out. Little Criminals there just in time, taking some chip damage off of nades, but looks relatively secure. And now if you're Flippers Down, you just need to take a breath, right? It's still only 80 points on the board, so let's relax, let's reset, and let's just go and group one of these hills.
I mean, as we saying that though, Dazed Clan is on the trip cap right now. B is gonna go over here, and Brickshaw looking to put bullets into Criminals here, trying to get on towards C for this cap, and is gonna go flying right off the edge of the platform as well in the process of it. But we are gonna see where this may go next here. Is Brickshaw's trying to get the skill jump, is not able to succeed in doing so, and I think just gives up on it. And they are holding AB here, so that as things have flipped around, that is going to be a bit of an issue here, because now time is taken in favor of Flippers Down. Dazed is going to lose Ketos deep in A, and that with all 3 players out here towards B, Dazed is going to be struggling here to get through the front door, and they're going to fall. One dead is going to be Coded that falls. Ketos also falls. Double kill to Brickshaw here. And this may be the end right here of Dazed in this map. It's going to be 42 seconds, 242 and counting. And I think that is probably going to be it here.
Yeah, and you know, signs of life there towards the end, actually now to break up any setup. And exactly as you were saying, like, you know, how PD now has turned into a decent position to hold the ball.
Like it's just a stronghold, right? I mean, I do know, I think we have seen, at least so far, since the map changes, there's still been a lot of players that do shift their way over towards playing in Tram, which is a little unusual, I guess. It is a little more open, and, you know, kind of results in, you know, it devolves into, you know, the whole, we're just gonna like, you die, we die, and we come back and kill you, and then you come back and kill us, and it's like that for like, you know, 60 seconds. Which is wild. But I mean, that's just kind of the way it is. That's the way it works. So we're gonna have to wait and see here.
Yeah, so we had a crash there. Yeah, so we will likely see here now just a fresh reset. We'll start at 0-0 because there was 3 players on one team from the get-go here. So nothing too strange, nothing too, this team had like 4 points and this team had like 25 points or whatever. And we don't have to like nickel and dime our way around trying to find out, what both teams are happy with. Should just be nice and easy, restart the map, and let's go.
Yep, we are going to be underway. Oddball on streets. We're on board with Coded, who's going to be sporting that complexity skin and emblem. You're going to have little criminals with the quadrant set up as well. Always nice to see, the sports, the team camos and stuff. And I think criminals just naded a teammate, and his teammate just naded them back. So, balance.
Spread the love.
Balance. That's called payback, right? That's called payback.
No, well,
Kitos, though, will be running that ball.
Yeah, the first one's a mistake. The second one is a splash of water to the face. Just let's wake up here. Let's not become our own worst enemy. But Kitos with the ball here now, holding in Mangler, does toss it out and trash. And yeah, gotta say, looking forward to the quadrant major myself. Got myself my VIP tickets.
I mean, that event sold out so fast. It looks like from everything I was seeing on social.
7 minutes.
There's only like a couple dozen left from the new tickets that they released, and there's like very few team passes remaining too. So definitely looking to see all the players that do end up going. I'm actually curious to see how many HRL players may be going overseas to actually play, because the last Arlington Major, we had something like 24 players from the HRL, I think, that I recognized looking over the team list. So curious to see if anyone's going to be flying across to go visit and go watch on the other side here.
Yeah, I mean, it should be very interesting, but yeah, gotta say, big quadrant fan, glory GG's, only Irish pro in the top tier Halo at the moment, so putting the hopes of a nation on his back, but doing a decent job, I think, so far.
No, definitely have to agree there so far. I mean, yeah, I guess it is kind of the hopes of the nation right there. So we'll see how things go with that. And, right now with the current match as well, Dazed, despite not doing too well in our previous two maps right now with objective game modes, they're actually doing, reasonably well right now. 39-21. They are going to be losing some points here, though, with the current setup, as they are falling behind. But as of right now, hoping to see a little more out of it.
A very efficient push here by Flippers down onto top C here now. And that's the danger of dropping and fighting. If you're going to drop and fight, you drop the ball somewhere that's not going to be pleasant for the opponents. I mean, obviously, in a situation like Coden was in there, for example, you need to toss that straight out when your player's down.
Yeah.
But Flippers down now, capitalizing on that C setup and in a really strong position with Sandbox here. Shotgun used to great effect to get 2 kills there for Apex. 5-1, 5-2 now on the map so far. And maybe a gentleman's killing spree in there somewhat. But yeah, stress nil now with the ball. Knows while he's under pressure, his team are in a numbers up advantage and will hold on to that ball and not play it. So Kitos now needs to be patient, and it can be difficult to do that when you are the player that has the team on their back in previous matches here. So you always feel like maybe you have to do a bit more, maybe you have to be that little bit more aggressive, and sometimes that's the case, but also you could be making a rod for your own back.
Yeah, remember when I said Dazed was doing pretty well in this matchup, despite the objective previously? Yeah. Well, Flippers down basically just went on 100 straight points and forced me to eat my words. So, my bad. I will never say it again. That's on me. That's on me.
Caster's
I'm sorry.
Curse,
I'm sorry.
You put it out
Definitely
there.
the caster's fault. It's always the caster's fault,
Yeah. Yeah. Using your special powers for evil.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Here,
I will now make you do something that you probably don't want to do. Ooh, scary.
Little criminals here. Good cross. Yeah. Only 7 months too early. Good kind of positioning in theory here from Dazed Clan, but they are players down here, and they'll do well to deny as much ball time for their opponents as they can. They do get favorable. Oh wait, I say that. No, they got some spawns down towards C. So great playing of the ball there, down to mid. Want to see more of that now from the side of Dazed Clan, because you know, Flippers Down have shown themselves to be great at breaking setups here. So what you want to hand them as few of those for free as they can say.
Yep, no, absolutely. We'll see. I mean, Criminals is going to be, I mean, it is going to be Dazed again with the early lead, but that did not work out too well for them the last time that we saw. So we're going to see where they're going to end up going with this. As of right now, is they're going to transition back 3 tram, it looks like. As players are going to continue to work around the outside. You're going to see the shots will be fired right through the middle. And that's going to be stress. And, you know, grabbing that ball and just booking it doesn't want anything to do with the players involved right now. And it's just going to run away. Back in towards Tram, back in towards the defense with the team. Brickshaw going to be pushing up here pretty far forward in pillars. And is going to be rejoining up with some teammates as well. But will end up getting shot in the back. Down he goes. But again, Flippers Down is taking the lead. So Dazed, you know, with that early lead, not able to make much of it. As
how did he dodge so much
fell
damage?
Out of the sky. What happened there?
Man, that's crazy. Good play ball there from Dazed Clan to just kind of slow down the bleeding a little bit. Good shots from Kidos there as well, punishing the push for Camo. Oh, and 3 dead now off the back of it. It's all now down to Stress Nil, who I believe, or no, sorry, there's another player who went down off screen. Oh no, it was Stress Nil. Managed to get the Camo. Cheeky stuff, and it's going to push this oddball. Now you want to get the back smack because that oddball hits pretty damn quick. So waits for it, gets it, and pops a shot into the back there. Now looking over, seeing where his teammates are, and will elect to play this ball, I would hope.
This is where you gotta pass the ball off to somebody else there, right? Because you have the camo, and there's no point in having the camo if you're holding the ball, because you're already revealed. So you gotta pass that off to somebody else, make use of that camo, but they're not gonna end up doing so. And actually, Brickshaw will just get shot in the corner. So down they go. It's gonna be a tight game right now. 3.5 minutes to go on the clock. So you know, clock not really being a factor yet. But you do have to pay attention to where these players are going to be going over the next little bit and seeing where they transition to, because that is going to result in a lot of changes across the map, that's for sure, over the next little bit. So
oh my god!
Have to wait and see.
Jump scare there for Apex, as I believe was it Coded who like pulsed their way up into the air to avoid them, and then just pops down, only to be picked off there with some with a great like reaction shot from Apex, who's 13-7 now, really putting the hurt onto this Dazed Clan team. And yeah, some just fantastic all-around work here now on these objective game modes by the side of Flippers Down. Like, has really shown to be the difference between these two teams.
Yeah, no, definitely. We will see. I mean, again, it's up to 74 right now for the side of Flippers Down, so they are in the lead here. You will see Dazed making this comeback. They're only down by 20 points, and they are going to be set up in the background here, so they will be ready for this push that is coming their way. So we're going to have to wait and see where this is going to be going. And it looks like that ball is going to be on the transition, but the players are going to get caught from behind. Rasta putting shots in the back of one. Brickshaw is going to be up the balcony, eating shots again from the rest of the team. And it's just going to be going back and forth here for a little bit until it gets going to be put in the ground. And that is going to be a bit of a change up here now as Brickshaw. Well, that stalker rifle out and the ball in nobody's hands. So everyone kind of scrambling right now until Flippers Down is able to grab that ball. And I mean, they're going to be, you know, running this a little bit here as they're trying to get out.
Yeah, so, you know, just for Kidos there in that last play, you know, he did notice that his teammates were down. There wasn't Rast, I'm not quite sure, but did see the ball was there, and knew that he was players down, was just trying to get that tossed over B-Rail, but the pressure was too much here now, and this is the very last chance that Dazed Clan have to get back into this game. Some hero nades are going to be needed with only 3 seconds left, and it looks like it's going to go the way of Flippers Down 2-0 in this final